At their first sight of a human warship, horror swept through the Armadas. The dark emptiness of space stretched for millions of miles. Stars shone faintly through the black, and the silence was broken only by the hum of alien engines. The Armada floated near a small, unclaimed star system. Hundreds of ships glimmered under the light of distant suns. The aliens in the Armada were proud. They believed they had nothing to fear. Humans in their minds were weak. Small fleets, slow ships, and minimal technology, nothing could stand against them. On the bridge of the largest alien command ship, Commander Alan Brooks stared at the scanner. The lights of the screen flickered, showing dots and lines moving far below. He yawned. "Nothing new," he said, "just another quiet system." His second-in-command, Linda Carter, looked uneasy. "Do we really know nothing is out there?" she asked. "Our reports said humans have only small patrol ships in this sector." Alan waved his hand. "Patrol ships. Small, weak, unarmed, nothing that can reach us." He turned back to the scanner. "Relax, we are the strongest. Nothing can touch us." Across the Armada, officers like Kevin Morris and Amy Turner were checking their weapons. They had drills and protocols. They practiced battles against enemies, but none had been real. They thought they were ready for anything. Suddenly, the scanner flickered. A small blip appeared on the screen. It moved slowly, almost lazily, but it had no signature. No energy spikes, no weapons, nothing. "Commander," Amy said, pointing to the screen, "there is something unusual. It does not match any human ship we know." Alan frowned. "It is probably a scout, small, maybe even a probe, nothing to worry about." But the blip grew larger on the screen. Its shape was strange, unlike anything they had seen. It was not the simple, angular human ships they expected. This one was huge, dark, smooth, and silent. Its size alone was enough to make the aliens uncomfortable. Linda leaned closer. "Alan, this is not normal." Alan frowned, but he refused to show fear. "Keep watching. Nothing will happen. It is probably a trick of the sensors." The alien fleet moved slowly, maintaining formation. Hundreds of ships lined up in perfect order, ready to attack if necessary. But no one wanted to admit it. The unknown ship was unsettling. As the dark human ship came closer, it became clearer that it was enormous, larger than their biggest warships. Its surface shimmered faintly, but no weapons or turrets could be seen. The human ship was silent. No energy bursts, no signs of power. The alien systems struggled to analyze it. "Commander," Kevin said, his voice trembling slightly, "our scanners cannot detect the ship systems. Its energy output, it is impossible to read." Alan turned sharply. "What do you mean impossible?" "It does not fit any pattern we know. It is silent, but it moves. It is big, but it shows no energy spikes. Weapons, nothing. It is like it does not exist in the way we understand." Amy swallowed hard. "Could it be a superweapon?" Alan shook his head. "Impossible. Humans are weak. They cannot make anything like this." But deep inside, even he felt a chill. The unknown ship was approaching steadily with purpose. No hesitation, no fear, just moving forward. The alien officers discussed in low tones. Some suggested retreat, some wanted to attack, but fear had started to creep into the Armada. Hundreds of alien crews stared at the strange human vessel, their confidence faltering. On the bridge of the human warship, everything was calm. Captain John Parker looked at the view screen, and beside him, his first officer, Emma Collins, checked the instruments. "All systems stable," Emma said. "We are ready," John nodded. "Keep formation, wait for their first move. We do not start the fight unless necessary." Small human escort ships began to appear from the shadows. They moved in perfect formation, circling the larger ship. Each move was precise, deliberate, almost like a dance. The alien Armada noticed. Their officers exchanged uneasy glances. The humans were organized. Their ships were fast, quiet, and perfectly controlled. "Commander, the humans they are forming a formation around the big ship," Linda said. "It is impressive." Alan frowned. "Humans cannot do this. They are weak. This is impossible." The human warship moved closer to the center of the Armada. Every alien ship tried to scan it to detect its systems, to find any weakness. But the human ship remained unreadable. On some alien ships, crew members whispered in fear. "What is that? Why is it so silent? How big is it?" The unknown human warship did not attack. It did not fire a single shot. But the presence alone caused terror. Ships trembled slightly, systems began to misfire. The aliens had never faced a ship that could cause fear without firing a weapon. Alan tried to restore order. All units maintain formation, do not panic, we are strong, nothing can touch us. But inside even he felt doubt. Doubt was dangerous, it spread quickly. Officers argued. Some wanted to attack immediately, others said retreat. The debate went on. Meanwhile, the human ship continued forward. Its escort drones moved around it in perfect synchronization. They scanned the alien fleet, analyzed positions, and adjusted constantly. The humans did not rush. They moved with control, every motion was precise. Kevin looked at the data again. "Commander, the human ship it is adjusting our fleet systems without firing." Alan froze. "What?" Amy explained. "The human ship, it is not just moving. It seems to be affecting our ships. Weapons are slower, engines lag, our sensors, they are failing in parts." Alan felt a cold fear spread in his chest. "Impossible! Humans cannot do this, it must be some trick." The alien crews grew restless, systems flickered. Small ships began drifting. Communications became unclear, panic spread like fire. The unknown human warship had arrived, and simply being there was enough to shake the confidence of the greatest alien armada in this sector. On the human ship, Captain John Parker remained calm. "They will test us," he said. "Let them see, stay ready, do not attack yet." Emma nodded. "All systems are stable, weapons are ready, drones are in position." The alien armada tried one attack. A group of their smaller ships moved forward, firing energy beams toward the human ship. The beams dissolved before they reached their target. Nothing hit. Some ships were damaged by malfunctioning systems instead. Fear took stronger hold. "Retreat!" one officer shouted. "Fall back," but Alan refused. He wanted to show strength. "No, stand firm, attack together." Another wave of alien ships moved forward. Again their weapons failed. Again they lost ships, not to fire, but to their own failing systems. Panic became chaos. Crews screamed, officers shouted, engines flared uncontrollably. "Commander," Linda cried, "we cannot hold, we are losing control of our fleet." Alan turned to the screen, staring at the silent human ship. How is this possible?" The human ship did not answer. It did not move aggressively. It simply hovered, immense and unreadable. The aliens could feel its power, though it did not attack. It was control without violence, precision without action. The humans showed them a strength they had never imagined. Kevin looked around at his fellow officers. "We underestimated them," he said quietly. We should have listened." Some alien crews began to surrender, sending messages of peace. Others fled in panic, leaving the armada in disarray. The great fleet, once proud and confident, was shaken to its core. The first sight of the human warship had done more than show strength. It had created fear. Real, paralyzing fear. Fear without a fight. The alien commanders realized something terrifying. They had been wrong about humans. Weak they were not. Dangerous they were. Unpredictable they were. On the human ship, John Parker finally spoke. "They will remember this. Let us continue carefully. We do not want more destruction than necessary." Emma smiled slightly. "They already know who we are now. We are not just humans. We are something they cannot ignore." The alien armada struggled to regroup. Hundreds of ships were damaged. Many had turned back. Communications were chaotic. The unknown human warship had done something no one expected. It had broken the confidence of an entire species without firing a single shot. And in the darkness of space, among the scattered stars, the humans moved forward, calm, silent, and in complete control. The first part of the encounter ended there, with the alien armada in fear, chaos spreading through their ranks, and the humans preparing for whatever came next. The galaxy would never look at humans the same way again. The alien armada was in chaos. Ships that had once moved like a single organism were now scattered. Engines sputtered, weapons failed, and alarms blared across every bridge. Officers shouted orders, but the humans had already shown them something the aliens could not understand. Fear had taken hold. Alan Brooks, the alien commander, struggled to restore control. "All units regroup, form defensive positions," he barked. But many of the ships were drifting out of range. Crew members had frozen or panicked, unable to follow orders. Linda Carter grabbed a console. "Commander, the humans are not attacking, yet our fleet is collapsing. It is impossible." Alan clenched his jaw. "Focus, we will fight them if we must." Even as he spoke, the humans began their next move. The large human warship remained calm, silent, and massive. Around it, smaller human ships moved like shadows, weaving in perfect formation. They were not aggressive, but their presence alone forced the aliens to make mistakes. From the human bridge, Captain John Parker watched the Armada carefully. He did not rush. He let the aliens test themselves. Around him, his crew worked quickly but calmly. Emma Collins monitored all systems. "Captain, drones are ready. All ships are in position," John nodded. "We only act when necessary. Let them make the first mistake." It did not take long. One alien ship, bold or foolish, tried to fire on a human drone. Its energy weapon flared, but the shot fizzled in mid-space. The drone remained unharmed, moving exactly as before. The alien crew gasped. "What? How?" one officer shouted. "Systems are failing," cried another. "Weapons are not working," Alan roared at the screen. "Attack together, do not let them escape." But every attempt to strike the humans failed. The human ship moved slowly but deliberately, and its drones adjusted the alien weapons, engines, and shields without firing. The aliens could not understand. Nothing they tried worked. Panic spread faster than fire. Amy Turner tried to regain composure. "Commander, we cannot fight them like this. We are losing control of everything." Alan slammed his fist on the table. "We are strong, humans are weak." "Keep attacking." Yet more alien ships began to drift away, engines sputtering, weapons offline. Even their fastest and most powerful vessels were useless. The humans did not shoot. They simply existed, controlling the battle without firing. On the human side, a small escort ship moved closer to the struggling aliens. Captain Parker watched quietly. "They will try to regroup. Let's see if they can." Emma nodded. "All systems ready. Drones will follow any movement." The alien armada tried again. A group of large ships moved forward as one. Energy beams shot toward the humans, but they dissolved before reaching the target. Some ships were damaged by their own systems. Their shields flickered and collapsed. Engines flared uncontrollably. "Commander." "We are losing ships," Linda cried. "They are falling apart." Alan could feel his confidence slipping. He had never imagined an enemy that could destroy him without fighting. "Impossible," he muttered. "Humans cannot be this strong." Meanwhile, some alien officers began to surrender. Messages of peace were sent hesitantly. We yield," one crew said. "We do not want to fight." Others tried to flee, jumping to other sectors of space. Chaos continued to spread. Hundreds of ships were drifting, many beyond repair. From the human bridge, John Parker watched calmly. "Let them flee," he said. "We do not need to destroy more. They will remember this." Emma looked at him. "Captain, their fleet is broken. They will never attack humans again." John nodded. "Let's maintain control, keep drones active, and let the Armada see the full strength of humanity." The humans began to move more actively now. Drones were deployed in precise formations around alien ships. They scanned, disrupted, and blocked. Alien crews could not move or fire. Their largest ships were slowed, their weapons useless. It was not destruction, they were still alive, but the aliens were powerless. Alan watched in horror. "Our weapons, our engines, everything is failing." Linda shook her head. "We underestimated them. We thought humans were weak. We thought we could dominate them." The human warship did not fire a single shot. Its size, calmness, and drones were enough. But its presence showed intelligence, strategy, and precision beyond anything the aliens had faced. Kevin Morris, one of the alien officers, stared at the screen. "Commander, they are organized. Every move is planned. They are not reckless. They do not panic. How can they be like this?" Alan felt the weight of defeat pressing down. "We will retreat if we must." "But humans are not supposed to be this strong. They are dangerous." Across the Armada, panic grew. Smaller alien ships drifted uncontrollably. Engines flared, weapons misfired, and communications broke down. Alien crews shouted at each other. Some refused to follow orders. Fear spread like wildfire. The humans did not attack directly. They moved steadily like shadows. Their presence alone forced the aliens to make mistakes. One group of alien ships tried to jump away. As they prepared their jump drives, human drones blocked them, creating interference fields. The ships could not jump. They had to return to the Armada. "Captain Parker," Emma said, "they cannot escape. We control their movement completely." John nodded. "Good, keep it steady. Let them feel the full weight of human strategy." The alien Armada realized something terrifying. These humans were not just strong, they were intelligent, organized, and patient. They did not rush. They did not panic. And they could control technology far beyond anything the aliens had ever imagined. Alan Brooks stared at the screen in disbelief. How can they be so strong without attacking?" Linda shook her head. "It is not strength in weapons, it is control." They control everything around them, our ships, our weapons, even our thoughts. Amy looked pale. We are no longer commanders here. We are just observers. They have the power and we are helpless. The alien officers tried one last attempt. They aimed all weapons at a group of human ships. The human drones moved instantly, disrupting energy fields, redirecting beams, and protecting the main warship. Alien shots hit nothing. Some of their own ships were damaged by reflections of energy. Kevin muttered quietly, "We cannot fight them. We are trapped by our own systems." Alan felt rage and fear mix. "Stand your ground. We will fight if necessary." But many alien ships had already surrendered. Some were damaged beyond repair. Engines had failed, weapons misfired. The humans had not fired a single destructive shot, yet the armada was broken. Captain Parker observed silently. "Let them surrender," he said. "We do not need to destroy more. They will remember this day." Emma nodded. "Their fear is enough. They will spread the story." The aliens understood the truth slowly. Humans were not weak. They were powerful, not just in weapons, but in control, strategy, and intelligence. They could dominate without violence, using technology and coordination. The Armada had faced something it could not fight head-on. Even the most confident officers like Alan Brooks and Linda Carter had to admit defeat. Their pride was shattered. Humans had shown strength they had never imagined. The unknown human warship and its drones moved steadily through the alien fleet. They did not chase fleeing ships. They did not fire weapons. They simply moved with control, calmness, and precision. Alien crews whispered in fear. "They are incredible. We underestimated humans. We should have never thought them weak." Even as the Armada tried to regroup, it was clear humans had control. They had power. They were no longer just a species to be ignored or attacked. The humans had won the first real test. They had not destroyed hundreds of ships, yet the alien Armada was broken. Fear, confusion, and awe filled the minds of every officer. From the human bridge, John Parker smiled slightly. "This is only the beginning. Let them understand humanity before we go further." Emma looked at him. "They will remember this. Every fleet in the galaxy will remember the humans who can control an armada without firing a shot." The alien armada began to retreat slowly, some ships damaged, some surrendering. Panic still ran through their ranks. The humans moved steadily, calmly, and with full control. For the first time, the aliens realized they had underestimated humanity. They had thought humans weak and disorganized. They were wrong. Humans were strong, patient, intelligent, and capable of control beyond imagination. The battle was not over, but the humans had already won the first stage. The aliens would never look at them the same way again. In the darkness of space, the human warship and its escorts continued to move, silent and calm. The galaxy would soon learn that humans were not just another species. They were a force to be respected, feared, and remembered. The alien armada had been broken. Hundreds of ships were damaged, drifting, or retreating. Many crews had surrendered. Yet some alien leaders, driven by pride and desperation, refused to give up. They believed that if they could strike fast, they could defeat the humans. They did not understand what they faced. Alan Brooks watched from the bridge of his command ship. "We cannot let them dominate us completely," he said through gritted teeth. "We must fight back, focus our attacks." Linda Carter shook her head. "Our weapons are failing, engines are weak, we are losing control." "This is not just fear, they are controlling everything around us." Alan refused to listen. "Prepare all weapons, strike at the humans, they cannot resist forever." Kevin Morris and Amy Turner exchanged glances. They knew it was dangerous, but duty forced them to obey. Alien crews moved frantically to line up another assault. The few remaining intact ships formed into an attack formation. Their energy weapons glowed. Their engines flared. From the human bridge, Captain John Parker observed silently. He did not panic. Around him, his crew moved calmly, monitoring every alien maneuver. Emma Collins spoke quietly. "Captain, they are forming another attack. Shall we respond?" John shook his head slowly. "Not yet. Let them make the first mistake. Stay ready, drones in position." The alien ships advanced. Energy beams fired toward the humans. But once again, the human drones moved with perfect precision. They intercepted the attacks, redirecting the beams harmlessly into space. Alien weapons misfired, their energy discharged into empty voids. Several alien ships were damaged by their own systems. "Commander," Linda cried, "our attack is failing. Their drones, they block everything." Alan slammed his console. "We cannot give up. Strike harder. Focus fire on the big ship." John Parker watched the alien ships carefully. "They will learn quickly that aggression does not work. Our drones will manage their attacks. Keep calm, everyone." The humans did not panic. They moved in controlled patterns, anticipating alien actions before they happened. Drones formed barriers, pushed energy fields, and disabled alien weapons without ever touching a hull. Alan's pride began to crumble. He could not believe what he saw. "This is impossible. They are controlling everything, our weapons, our ships, even our strategy." Kevin muttered under his breath, "We are trapped by our own systems. We cannot fight them." Even the bravest officers began to doubt. "They are not attacking directly," one whispered, "yet they control us completely. We are powerless." The humans were ready for the next step. Captain Parker gave a single command: "Initiate precision strikes. No one fires without a target. Hit only what is necessary." Human drones moved silently toward key alien ships. They focused on command vessels and the most dangerous attackers. Energy beams from human ships struck with pinpoint accuracy. Alien shields were overwhelmed, and several command ships were disabled instantly. Alan and Linda stared at the damage in disbelief. They hit our command ships without even being near us," Amy gasped. "Their weapons, they strike without firing visible energy. How is this possible?" John Parker remained calm. "Drones do the work. They move faster than sensors can track. They target only what is necessary. We do not destroy more than we need to." The alien armada was in full panic. Some ships tried to flee, but human drones blocked escape routes. Every attempt failed. Their largest and fastest vessels were disabled. Their weapons were useless. Alien morale collapsed completely. Kevin Morris looked at Alan. "We cannot recover. Our fleet is falling apart. We are outmatched in every way." Alan nodded slowly, his pride gone. "We underestimated them. We thought humans were weak. We were wrong. They are something else." Even the most aggressive alien officers realized it. Humans fought not just with weapons, but with strategy, patience, and control. Every move was calculated, every attack precise. The humans did not panic, even when facing hundreds of ships at once. The alien crews began to surrender in groups. Messages of peace were sent hesitantly. "We yield, we cannot fight," one captain said. Others followed, sending the same words. Hundreds of ships stopped fighting. The humans had achieved total control without full destruction. Captain Parker observed silently. "Let them surrender. We only destroy what is necessary. We are not here to annihilate." Emma nodded. "They will learn the lesson. They will remember humanity's strength without us needing to show it all." The humans continued to move steadily through the armada. Drones adjusted positions, blocked attacks, and disabled ships where necessary. Alien crews watched in fear and awe. They could not comprehend the humans' skill, their calm, or their technology. Alan Brooks realized the truth. They are not just strong. They are smart, controlled, and precise. They fight differently than we do. We cannot win by traditional tactics. Linda agreed silently. "We are no longer in control. Humans decide the battle." Across the alien armada, panic and fear became complete chaos. Ships that had once moved as one were scattered. Many had failed engines. Weapons misfired. Communications broke down. The aliens had never faced an enemy like this. From the human bridge, John Parker gave calm orders. "Keep drones active. Monitor every movement. Only act where needed. Do not overextend." Emma smiled slightly. "Captain, they cannot fight us. They are surrendering. We control them completely." The aliens understood something terrifying. Humans were not just strong. They were organized, intelligent, patient, and capable of controlling others without firing excessive weapons. They could dominate a fleet without full destruction. Alan Brooks and Linda Carter stared at the screen, realizing their pride and arrogance had been destroyed. They had thought humans weak, but now they understood. Humans were not to be underestimated. The human warship and its drones continued to move through the alien armada, calm, precise, and controlled. Ships surrendered. Some tried to flee, but humans blocked them efficiently. The alien forces were broken. Kevin whispered, They are like nothing we imagined. They control everything around them without chaos. They win without panic." Amy nodded. "We underestimated humans. We will never forget this." John Parker finally spoke. "The lesson is learned. We show strength, but not unnecessary destruction. Let them see humanity's skill, intelligence, and strategy." The alien armada could do nothing. Hundreds of ships were disabled, surrendered, or drifting. Chaos reigned in their ranks. Humans had won without full battle, without excessive violence, and without fear. From the shadows, smaller human escort ships moved silently, maintaining control of every alien ship that had not yet surrendered. Drones scanned for hidden threats. Humans were ready for any sudden action. Alan Brooks slumped in his seat. "We were fools. We thought humans weak. We thought we could dominate them. We were wrong." Linda whispered quietly, "They are not just strong, they are more than we can fight directly." "We were never ready for this." The humans moved steadily through the Armada. Ships surrendered, communications were cut, and alien morale collapsed completely. The galaxy would never see humans the same way again. Captain John Parker looked at the remaining ships. "We control the situation. No one needs to die unnecessarily. Let them surrender and learn the lesson." Emma smiled. "They already know. They will carry the story of humanity for generations." The alien armada was no longer a threat. Hundreds of ships had surrendered, many were damaged, and some had fled. Humans had demonstrated their strength, intelligence, and control without chaos or panic. The first stage of the war was over. The humans had shown their power clearly, and the aliens had learned a hard lesson: never underestimate humans. The human warship moved silently through space, calm and precise, as if it were part of the stars themselves. Around it, drones moved with perfect synchronization, ready for any challenge. The armada had been broken, but the humans remained peaceful. They showed strength, intelligence, and discipline beyond what the aliens had ever imagined. In the darkness of space, the aliens would remember this day. They would remember the humans who could control an entire armada without panic, without overkill, and without fear. The galaxy would learn that humans were not just another species. They were something new, strong, and dangerous in ways no one had expected. And for the humans, the mission continued. Calm, precise, and ready for what came next, the alien armada was in ruins. Hundreds of ships were damaged or drifting, engines dead, weapons offline. Many crews had surrendered, sending messages of peace. Some ships had fled, but even those who escaped carried fear in their hearts. The humans had shown a power they could not understand, and they would never forget it. Captain John Parker watched the remaining ships through the view screen. "Keep drones in position," he said calmly. "We do not want unnecessary destruction. Let them surrender properly." Emma Collins nodded. "All systems stable. They cannot move without our control. We are ready for any action." Alan Brooks, the alien commander, had gathered the few remaining ships that had not been destroyed or disabled. His pride had been shattered. He stared at the screen, at the silent human warship and its perfect formation of drones. "We underestimated them," he muttered. "Completely underestimated." Linda Carter, his second-in-command, shook her head. "We thought humans were weak. We thought we could dominate them." They are more than we imagined. We cannot fight them directly." Alan sighed. "We have no choice. We surrender or we are destroyed. There is no other way." The surviving alien captains transmitted messages to the humans. "We yield. We accept your terms." "We ask for peace." Other messages followed. One by one, the alien ships powered down weapons, lowered shields, and stopped all maneuvers. Fear and awe ran through their crews. Humans had defeated them without full violence. Humans had won with strategy, intelligence, and control. Captain Parker looked at the messages. "Let them surrender. Maintain caution, but show goodwill. We are not here to destroy unnecessarily." Emma Collins smiled. "They already know humanity's strength. They will remember this day forever." The human warship moved slowly through the remaining armada, its drones keeping precise control over every alien ship. Small escort ships flew alongside, scanning for any hidden threats. Humans had complete control, but they acted with patience. They did not need to attack anymore. The lesson had been learned. Alan Brooks tried to speak to his remaining captains. "We must accept this. Humans they are not just strong. They are intelligent, organized, and precise. We have no chance." Linda agreed. "They fight differently. They plan. They control. We cannot match them with brute force. We can only surrender and hope for mercy." Across the armada, alien crews whispered among themselves. "We underestimated them. They are not like any enemy we have faced." "They are different," others muttered. "We were foolish to attack humans. We cannot fight them." Captain Parker ordered the humans to move toward a neutral zone near the star system. "Gather the surrendered ships there. Ensure no one acts recklessly. We are not here to destroy. We are here to show strength and control." Emma Collins reported. "All surrendered ships are responding. No resistance. We maintain full control." The alien ships began moving under the guidance of human drones. They were not destroyed, but they were controlled. Every movement was precise. The aliens realized that humans could dominate without full destruction. That alone was terrifying. Alan Brooks spoke quietly to Linda Carter. "This changes everything. The galaxy will never see humans the same way again. They are not weak. They are powerful in ways we cannot fight directly." Linda nodded. "They do not just fight, they plan, they control, they do not panic. We underestimated them completely." Captain Parker watched the fleet of surrendered ships. "Maintain order, ensure all are safe. Humanity shows strength without unnecessary violence. Let them see our skill, intelligence, and patience." Emma smiled slightly. "They will learn this lesson. Every fleet in this galaxy will remember it. They cannot ignore humanity again." The humans guided the alien ships to a safe location near the system. Energy shields protected both the surrendered ships and the humans' own warships. Alien crews began to relax slightly, realizing the humans did not intend to harm them further. Yet fear and awe remained. Alan Brooks addressed his captains again. "We must report this. Humanity, they are not just a species to fight. They are something else. Stronger, smarter, and patient. We must never underestimate them again." Linda Carter added, "We survived only because they allowed it. They could have destroyed everything, but they chose not to. That is even more dangerous." Captain Parker ordered his fleet to continue monitoring the surrendered ships. "Ensure all systems are stable. Keep drones ready, but do not interfere unnecessarily. Let them learn respect and caution." Emma Collins watched the alien crews. "They are realizing it now. They thought humans were weak, but they are learning otherwise. Fear and respect grow together." The humans remained calm. They had shown the full extent of their control and intelligence. Their warship had dominated an entire alien armada without excessive destruction. They had proven that humans could fight strategically, patiently, and effectively. The galaxy would never see humans the same way again. Alan Brooks and Linda Carter observed the humans. "They are not aggressive, yet they control everything," Alan said. "They win without panic, without overkill. That is terrifying." Linda nodded. "They teach a lesson with calmness. That is something we cannot match with force alone." The alien crews sent more messages of surrender and acknowledgement. "We understand now," one captain said. "Humans are not weak. They are strong, intelligent, and precise. We will spread the word. We will not attack them again." Captain Parker nodded. "Let them carry that lesson. We have shown strength without excessive violence. That is the true power of humanity." Emma Collins checked all systems. "All drones are in position. No ships resist. Humans maintain full control." The humans began to withdraw slowly, taking the surrendered alien ships with them to the neutral zone. The alien armada, once proud and aggressive, was now broken. Crews whispered about humanity's power and patience. They had learned the lesson. Humans were not to be underestimated. Alan Brooks spoke quietly. "The galaxy will never see humans the same way again. They are not just fighters. They are strategists, controllers, and leaders. We must respect that." Linda Carter nodded. "We survived today, but others will learn from this. Humans are a species to be feared and respected." Captain Parker looked at the stars. "Mission accomplished. Humanity has shown strength, intelligence, and patience. Let them remember it. Let them spread the story." Emma smiled. "The galaxy will carry this story for generations. They cannot forget the humans who controlled an entire armada without chaos, without panic, and without full violence." The alien ships were escorted safely to the neutral zone. Human drones kept precise control, monitoring every movement. No attacks occurred. No unnecessary destruction took place. Humans had shown that true strength was not in destroying, but in controlling, guiding, and teaching respect. Alan Brooks looked at the human warship one last time. "We underestimated them completely," he said. "We will never make that mistake again." Linda Carter whispered, "They are not just humans. They are something more, stronger, smarter, and patient." "The galaxy will remember this day forever." Captain Parker gave the final order. "Return to patrol positions. Maintain readiness but no unnecessary action. The lesson has been learned. Humanity has shown its strength and intelligence." Emma Collins nodded. "All systems stable. Fleet is ready." The humans moved quietly back into open space, their warship calm and massive, surrounded by precise drones. The surrendered alien ships followed under guidance, aware of human control. Fear and awe remained in the minds of every alien officer. Across the galaxy, news of the encounter spread. Stories of the humans who could dominate an armada without full destruction traveled fast. Every fleet, every star system, every species learned the same lesson: never underestimate humanity. Captain Parker watched the stars. We did not destroy unnecessarily. We taught the lesson. Humanity has shown strength, intelligence, and control. That is our power. Emma Collins smiled. They will carry the story for generations. They cannot forget it. Humanity is no longer seen as weak or simple. We are respected and feared. The human warship moved silently through space, calm and controlled. Drones moved around it like shadows, precise and ready. The galaxy had learned a truth it could not ignore. Humans were strong, intelligent, patient, and capable of controlling the chaos of war without fear, without panic, and without overkill. The alien armada, once proud and confident, had been broken, and the surviving crews would never forget what they saw. The humans had shown the true power of their species, and for the humans, the mission continued. Calm, ready, and prepared for whatever challenges the galaxy might present. They had one respect without full destruction. They had one fear without unnecessary violence. They had shown the galaxy the true meaning of humanity's strength. In the darkness of space, the humans moved steadily forward, their warship massive, precise, and calm. Drones moved in perfect synchronization. The surrendered alien ships followed under control. The galaxy would remember this day forever. Humanity had arrived.